Alright, so these past 2 weeks we've read works done by African Americans. I chose to discuss Atlanta Exposition Address by Booker T. Washington and Battle Royale by Ralph Ellison. In Atlanta Exposition Address, Booker T. Washington says that 1/3 of the population of the South is made up of African Americans. In this short work, he tries to explain that African Americans have to work hard to make their way in life, but that they are capable of the same abilities as any white man. He also says it is a recognition that will do more to cement the friendship of the two races than any occurrence since the dawn of our freedom. All Booker T. Washington is trying to get across here is that if white people see their hard work, as well as their struggles they encounter daily, they would have a better appreciation of the African American race than they do now. Since racism was still so strong since slavery was abolished, he states, casting down your bucket among my people, helping and encouraging them as you are doing on these grounds, and of educating of head, hand, and heart, you will find that they will buy your surplus land, make blossom the waste places in your fields, and run your factories. While doing this, you can be sure in the future, as in the past, that your families will be surrounded by the most patient, faithful, law-abiding, and unresentful people that the world has ever seen. As we have proved our loyalty to you in the past, in nursing your children, watching by the sickbed of your mothers and fathers, often following them with tear-dimmed eyes to their graves. In this, Booker T. Washington is trying to get the point across that although with the horrible past of African Americans were put through by white Southerners, they still want to work together and be one as a community. The second piece I wanted to talk about was Battle Royale by Ralph Ellison. In this piece, it really discusses the racism that the African Americans face daily. On the dying grandfather's deathbed, he told his son, I want you to overcome 'em with yeses, undermine 'em with grins, agree 'em to death and destruction. Let 'em swaller you till they vomit or bust wide open. Basically, the grandfather was telling his family to kill the white folks with kindness. If you treat them with such respect and love while they are being so hateful, what can they really do but to leave you alone eventually? The boy of the story was invited to a gathering of the town's big shots to give his speech. While there, he and his fellow peers were humiliated and with degrading names and basically being tortured in order to win money. In his speech, he tells a story that we also saw in the Atlanta Exposition Address about a ship that was lost at sea, begging a friendly vessel for water with the response of cast down your bucket where you are. He goes off of this story to say that for any African American who believes in the importance to make friendly relations with white Southern neighbors in the community, to simply reach out to them and try to build some sort of relationship with them. It will never hurt. In both of these stories, although racism is discussed, the main point behind them are to simply try and make some sort of relation with the white Southerners they are surrounded by and hopefully lead to change of how everyone viewed and treated them as men and women.